right. Go ahead. Questions for Ron?
Ronnie, talk about how you're fitting in with the new team.
I think everything's going good so far. I'm just trying to, just lead from a senior perspective and, just, keep guys on the right path and, keep moving forward each and every day.
How excited is this team to play a game, it's an exhibition game, just in front of fans and kind of get that feel out of the way?
I think we're very excited, especially after that scrimmage. We're looking forward to playing some better teams and, playing better teams, taking a step forward each and every game. And, we're looking forward to going to Cancun also and playing, like Texas Tech and Purdue. We figure we play each game at a time and, get better from each game.
Ronnie, you kind of been around the block, so to speak. What does this team look like compared to some of the other ones you've been on?
I think we're really good. I think in order to be really good, we gotta just continue to play together and continue to learn each other's strengths and weaknesses. And I think the sky's the limit once everyone gets playing together more.
How impressed have you been with the young players on this team? Because obviously those guys got to come in and play right away. What have you seen out of that group?
I definitely thought they came in, ready and prepared, and Anthony, he's been doing a great job, playing as hard as he is, and Jared also, and Mustafa too. I thought they've been doing a wonderful job, and even Dangel, he didn't play last year. I think, they're going to be a big piece to this team.
How do you see your role developing as the year goes on, just as a veteran leader, but a guy that obviously has a grad transfer wants to get as many minutes as possible?
I'm just kind of playing out the year. I kind of just want to coach these guys and just make them give it their all and play like it's their last year also.
What's kind of been the biggest advice that you've given to Jared, making this transition from high school to college?
We pretty much just going hard every day, competing every day, and not really giving up some days and taking off days and stuff like that.
As a player, how much fun is it to play in a system like this? Now that you got the bodies, you got 8, 9, 10 guys to be able to play up tempo, press, all those things. How much fun is that for you guys?
I think it's really fun when you can play fast and have the court spread out, and I think we'll be able to score a lot of points, and everyone can score, and we have people who can find certain people and their strengths on the court.
Everybody good? All right, thanks, Ron.
All right, welcome.
Well, we're excited about tipping off tomorrow night. Obviously, we have a doubleheader with the women's volleyball team. They're going to be playing 18th ranked Kentucky. So if we could try to get our Auburn fans and family to get out of work a little early and to head on over there, that'd be great. Should be a great match. Our ladies are having a really good season. So that's the reason for the late tip. And we're glad that we're able to do doubleheaders with the women's volleyball team. And then next week, we open up on the 11th, and we have a doubleheader with the women's basketball team. Every day I learn something about my team. I go home from practice about half the time, knowing how much we have to learn, and I go home about half the time and thinking about how far we've come so far in a short period of time. And it's just, there's so much you have to get a team ready for. We went up to Chattanooga last weekend for a private scrimmage, and it's okay to make note of the fact that we have a scrimmage. We just don't talk about the results. But I was pleased with our effort and our energy, and but in preparing for Chattanooga and Matt McCall and a former Billy Donovan coach, you got to go through one set of systems, and now to prepare for Danny Young and Montevallo, a team that a coach that's been to the NCAA tournament 10 out of the last 12 years. They're picked to finish third in their league. They've got 7 or 8 seniors, or they're going to be older. Most Division II teams are, but they do different things than Chattanooga did. And so the good thing is we have that experience. Now we're going to get this experience, and then it'll be the third game for our kids when we open up against North Florida. Now, when North Florida comes in, they'll come in having played in the NCAA tournament 2 years ago, having played in the NIT last year. They lost to Florida in the NIT last year, having been to postseason, places that we've not been in a long time, and bring 3 or 4 guys back that played on that team. So if you say they played 30 games as a freshman and as a sophomore and as a junior, it'll be their 91st game together, and it'll be our third game together. And that's the challenge, and that's the unknown. So I'm anxious to see what we have as we continue to get exposed by other systems and other coaches. And then the last thing is you cannot take a Division II opponent lightly. When I was at Tennessee, my last year, we started the year 7-0, including wins over Villanova and the NIT preseason NIT championship, and we won at Pittsburgh when they were third in the country. Well, the game before we went on that run, we lost to Indianapolis. And you remember last year Indianapolis took us to overtime. So we've had challenges, and I hope we get a real good challenge tomorrow because we need to get exposed.
Bruce, what are some of the specific things you'd like to see from you guys Friday night?
I'd like to see them continuing to play together defensively and offensively. I thought that was one really good theme from our scrimmage last week. Is I thought we really worked together to guard, and we worked pretty well offensively to try to find the open man and take good shots and execute. But on the road in a close scrimmage with nobody there is different than 7,000 in the building and your families, and they keep it score. And will we continue to not allow the noise and the distractions to change the way we play from practice to a game? That's why it's good to have this, the game environment of a true exhibition game.
How do you do the point guard situation right now?
We've got a fifth-year senior and a freshman, and they're both good. I've said that Jared Harper's worth the price of admission. I believe that. He is a very smart player, and what an asset for Jared to have a guy like Ronnie who's been there and done that in high school in Indianapolis, Purdue, and Houston. Jared's got the edge right now, and but they'll both play. They're both fast and they're both quick, and they both can go by, and they both pretty good defenders, and so not a lot changes. They can both shoot the perimeter shot, so there's not a lot that changes when one comes out and the other one comes in. But you could see how special Jared is and how special he's going to be. And Ronnie's just really, really tough and really solid, and he takes good care of the basketball.
Does that surprise you at all, Bruce? I know you were confident before you got Ronnie and knew that you're in the grad transfer market. I mean, you were probably going to be, you confident what Jared was bringing to the table, but there aren't too many grad transfers who are going to come into a program in the Power 5 and want to sit behind a true freshman. So you surprised with the results you've seen?
I think it absolutely has more to do with Jared's ability than Ronnie. I mean, Ronnie came here to try to help us win. Ronnie came here to try to help us play. He wanted to play faster than what he'd been playing. And no, I mean, Ronnie certainly didn't come here to share the position. But at the same time, Ronnie knows what being a good teammate is all about. And I see him, whether he starts or comes off the bench, being a great teammate. And I think the point is, together, our point guard play is going to be improved, and that's what you're looking for. And I'm hoping the area of improvement will be not just from the ability to score. Last year Kareem Canty was a brilliant scorer and won games for us with his ability to score. I think because Jared and Ronnie don't have that ability, their ability is to make others better offensively and defensively, and and I think ultimately that'll help our team.
Bruce, is it a similar story at the 5 where there's just so little kind of drop off between LeBron and Horace?
Whereas at the point, there's a lot of similarities in their abilities. At the 5, there are differences. Horace is physical and defensive minded, and kind of flies around and makes plays like that. LeBron is more mature. He's got a better feel offensively. They both are able to protect the rim because they're both long, but they're different. Tomorrow against Montevallo, our post defense is going to really be challenged. Danny Young's teams do a great job of getting the ball inside, and they've got a young man, Whitaker, that'll remind a lot of our fans of Simeon Bowers on the inside. He is a big, strong, physical player, and they'll pound it in there to him, and he will outweigh both of my guys by 25, 30 pounds, and so we'll be challenged to contain him in the paint.
Bruce, what's the challenge of kind of, you got a lot of bodies, a lot of guys that can play, but finding that right number? I mean, how important is that in this early part of the schedule to kind of find that rotation that you're comfortable with?
Right now we'll play 10, and we played 9 up at Chattanooga because TJ Lang was out last week with back spasms and did not travel with us. He's back this week, but we will play 10 guys, and I think our strength is our depth in the sense that when we do go to the bench, I think we drop off a little bit, but we bring in different dimensions. We don't drop off a lot. And so I think there will continue to be competition for playing time, for roles, for starting positions as we continue to progress. We can withstand injury or foul trouble. I'm not wishing for any more injury or foul trouble. We had enough of that last year, but I feel very, very confident about the 10 guys that I have out there are going to be able to play effectively.
Everybody good? Thank you.
Thanks.